Hey guys, this is Rupesh from Beebom.com and this here is the brand new Redmi Note 9 Pro. And well, as the title gives away, I have kind of mixed feelings around this new smartphone. Well, I'm sure you're excited about this new Redmi Note 9 Pro, so what are you waiting for? Let's check it out. Okay, so like I said, I have mixed feelings for the Redmi Note 9 Pro because there are some things I like and some things I don't. Anyway, if you're wondering what's exactly new with the Redmi Note 9 Pro, well, this is a phone that brings a new design, a new chipset, new cameras, and a bigger battery. So let's start off with the design first. Okay, so this is the Aurora Blue variant of the Note 9 Pro, and it looks striking. It's a Gorilla Glass 5 back, and well, this new color looks really nice. You can also notice this new rectangular sort of camera module, and I'm not sure I like it much, especially because it's protruding quite a bit. Anyway, the phone also has a metallic frame which adds to the premium feel, and on the front you now have a center punch hole which looks nice. There's also the side mounted fingerprint scanner just like the Poco X2 and also the Realme 6 phones, and it's pretty fast. So yeah, the Redmi Note 9 Pro brings a slightly more premium design in tow, and I like it, no doubt, but it's another big phone. I mean, it's not as hefty as say the Poco X2 or the Realme 6 Pro, but nevertheless it's a big phone. Okay, message time. Dear smartphone makers, especially Xiaomi and Realme, please stop making these big hefty phones. We need phones that are compact and that fit in the hands. Anyway, that message aside, the phone has the triple slot for 2 SIM cards and a micro SD slot, the usual buttons, the headphone jack, the single speaker and the USB-C port on the bottom. Now the design is something that I fairly like, but I said mixed feelings, and that's probably due to this display. The Redmi Note 9 Pro comes with a 6.67-inch Full HD Plus IPS LCD display, and it's a nice display, but it's your regular 60Hz display. Now I would have been okay with this, but the problem is we now have the Realme 6 with a 90Hz display, the Poco X2 with a 120Hz display. Well, to be honest, the companies are giving us these high refresh rate LCDs while I would happily take a 60Hz AMOLED panel. Anyway, coming to the Note 9 Pro, yeah, the display is where it feels kind of short-handed. Now moving on to the specs, the Redmi Note 9 Pro does bring in a new chipset, but it isn't exactly an upgrade. The phone comes with the new Snapdragon 720G chipset with up to 6GB RAM, 128GB storage. Now Snapdragon 720G is a fairly powerful chipset, but it isn't exactly an upgrade over the G90T. I mean, just check out the benchmark scores. Here are the Antutu scores of the Note 9 Pro versus the Realme 6, and you can notice that the G90T is just a tad bit higher. It's not a big difference. So yeah, the 720G is good, but not exactly an upgrade. Having said that, the real world performance is what actually matters, and that's an area where I'm fairly positive about the Note 9 Pro. I've been using this phone and well, the performance has been smooth. Plus the 720G handles games just fine. I mean, as you can see, PUBG Mobile runs smooth, so yeah, I'm positive. But yes, I have put in my SIM card on this phone to use it as my daily driver, so I will get a better idea soon. Now the cameras are where things have been upgraded, well, sort of. I mean, on paper it does not look like it, but I'm hoping it is an upgrade. So the Redmi Note 9 Pro comes with a 48 megapixel f1.7 primary camera, and I know the Note 8 Pro had a 64 megapixel camera, but this is the new Samsung ISOCELL GM2 sensor, and let's face it, megapixels don't really matter, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, the rest of the specs remain the same: an ultra wide angle camera, a macro lens which has been upgraded to 5 megapixels and has autofocus now, and there's the usual depth sensor. Now the specs look fine, and there are features like improved night mode which is available for selfies too, a pro color mode feature to boost colors in photos, pro mode in video recording, kaleidoscope in short video which looks pretty fun, and more. When it comes to a selfie camera, well, it's a 16 megapixel f2.2 camera. Now I know the Note 8 Pro had a 20 megapixel selfie camera, but yeah, I will be testing it out. Now if you're wondering why no camera samples, well, we aren't allowed to show you the camera samples just yet, but don't worry, we'll be doing an extensive camera test of the Redmi Note 9 Pro in our next video, so stay tuned. Next up is the battery, which is actually an upgrade, but it's still a little mixed bag. I mean, the Note 9 Pro packs in a massive 5020 mAh battery, and honestly, I love big batteries. I'm all in for great battery life. But you know what else I love? Fast charging. And while Redmi has bundled an 18-watt fast charger in the box, it's kind of okay. Honestly, the Poco's 27-watt charger, Realme's 30-watt charger have just raised my expectations. So yeah, a faster charger would have been nice to charge this big 5000 mAh battery, but yeah, I will be testing out the 18-watt charger that comes in the box and see how long it takes to charge this battery. Apart from that, the Redmi Note 9 Pro has the MIUI 11 based on Android 10, and it's got all the features we all love. If you're wondering about the bloatware, you do get these apps pre-installed, and not just these apps, there's even this games folder. Well, you can uninstall these, and that's something I'm going to do right away. Anyway, there's one thing I don't like, and that's the fact that like the Note 8 Pro and the Realme 6, the Redmi Note 9 Pro does have the Widevine N1 license, as you can see here. But the problem is there's no support for HD in Netflix and Prime Video. As you can see in Netflix's playback specification page, this shows the Widevine L3 license and maximum playback resolution as SD. So yeah, this is kind of weird, and I really hope Redmi fixes this pretty soon. So that was the Redmi Note 9 Pro, and at the time of shooting this video, we do not know the price of the phone. Now, if you think about it, the Realme 6 Pro also has the Snapdragon 720G, and it's priced at 17K. But I just really hope that the Redmi Note 9 Pro is priced less than 15K, because otherwise it just wouldn't make sense. I mean, there's the Poco X2, which is arguably the more feature-packed, the more powerful phone at just 16K. So yeah, look, the point is the Redmi Note 9 Pro is a phone that brings some good changes. There's the new design, the center punch hole on the front is nice, the bigger battery is pretty awesome, the 720G chipset is fine, and the cameras are something I am yet to test out. Having said that, a higher refresh rate or even AMOLED would have made things way better. Just imagine this phone with an AMOLED display. Then there's the fact that a faster, say, 27-watt charger would have been nicer. Also, no HD on Netflix and Prime Video is kind of a big issue. So yeah, the Note 9 Pro is a nice phone, but it isn't going to blow your minds. And I know, the question is, should you buy the Redmi Note 9 Pro or the Realme 6? Well, that's something we are going to answer soon, so stay tuned and drop down any questions you might have in the comments down below. Well, that was our first impressions of the Redmi Note 9 Pro, and if you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up and share it to your friends. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.